so desensitized North Koreans are. Like
I
we
think
don't.
if you're in shock, you were in shock
Mm,
all the time. I mean, you said in many of the experiences you had, for example, that you felt like you were outside your body
mhm.
watching. And that's a classic sign of dissociative stress. And you were in a situation like that all the time, all the time. So I don't think that you have to consult your conscience about that. It's in your book itself. There's no shortage of empathy on display. So, and I don't think it's a comment on your character. It's a comment on the absolute horror of the situation that you found yourself in. And obviously, you were capable of great loyalty to your family members and even to some of the people that treated you very, very badly. I mean, the men that you were involved with, in part, once you escaped from North Korea, you had ambivalent relationships with. But I mean, in some, you were able to see their humanity despite the terrible situation that you had been placed in by them. So I don't think there's any issue of you not having the full range of human feelings. It's just you were in situations that were so terrible that no one, fortunately, no one in the West essentially can even imagine being in a situation like that. None of us, to speak of, or a very small minority of us, have ever been hungry for ever, let alone for any protracted period of time, and certainly not to the point of chronic malnutrition. That just doesn't happen here. And so okay, so you lost your father was imprisoned when you were about 7 or 8,
And
and what happened to him? What was the consequences for him? He was doing quite well in some sense by North Korean standards with his trading, so he was good at what he was doing, and your mother helped him. But he got imprisoned, especially after he moved up into more dangerous commodities. You said that he started to trade metals and that he was hiding the metals in cars, railway cars that were reserved for I think I've got this right, for Kim Jong Il.